Hello, I am Sorospa, and today I shall be your humble guide through Final Fantasy IV. So, let's get right back to it. When we last left off, we had managed to assault the Tower of Babel and had gotten as far as actually reaching the Crystal Room when we fell. We were tricked by a simple pitfall trap. Um, So our recovering the crystals mission could have gone better, but we did manage to make off with an airship, so that's pretty sweet. Doesn't that put your daughter in a bit of danger? I mean, I'm sure it's one of those clever, no one will ever think of these things, but eh, I don't know about that. You know, uh, compared to how dwarves are typically depicted, Luca actually looks fairly feminine. I mean, is she gonna grow a beard when she grows up? I don't know. I mean, it seems like even the adult female dwarves are, yeah, wearing beards. So I don't know. I assume she will probably grow a beard when she is an adult. Okay, so we have the all-important Luca key, and now we're off. Can this thing fly over lava? No, no, it cannot. But the sealed cave. That's is it this one here? That's the one we escaped from, wasn't it? Yeah, dwarf base. Um, let me think. Maybe the king has some advice for us. I may have left too hastily, but he might sealed cave to the southwest. That's all he's got for us, huh? All right, all right, all right. Let me think. I definitely know where to go, because I said at the beginning that I didn't need to do any prep sessions for this game, because I know this game like the back of my hand. That's true. Definitely, exceptionally, absolutely true. Not at all that there might be parts later in the game that I don't know so well. I don't know what would give you that impression. I don't know, maybe we should walk around the castle a bit and chat it up with some of the, No, no, wait. I know what to do. I know what we're doing. This is one of those times when the game kind of just, sends you off on your own to figure out, just wander about, around, poke about, talk to people. It gives you zero hints about your actual intended course. Um, so I just need to figure out where in the heck in the castle that is. Ah, here we go. Did you think that Sid blowed up? It turns out he's still in one piece. Literally. Chap isn't an insult, is it? I think that's another translation issue. Boy. We'd feel pretty badass right now if we had one single crystal to show for it. Jesus Christ. Are we sure Sid isn't a dwarf himself? Jeez. This game seems to have fun with its airship maintenance scenes. Wait, how are you doing that? This game is so mean. Alright, so now we can get on with it. So the dungeon that's coming up, it's a tough one, and it has an interesting gimmick to it. This is where that whole thing about being afraid of the doors comes in. How are we doing for, we should rest at the end before we get going. Yeah, and it also has a very memorable boss, this dungeon. But I don't want to give away too much, because you're gonna see it, you're gonna see it for yourself pretty soon here. I should check if I need to stock up on supplies too. Anything in that pot? Let's check it out. Come on, come on. We don't have all day, you know. I think I'm stocked up on cabins. I remember buying a ton of those. I think I really need anything else. Alright. So, now at last, the entirety of the underground is open to us. Um, so I'm thinking, let's see. Besides the sealed cave, quite a few other locations of interest are now open. Um, for example, we have the Smith's house. Cockle. And this is important to a side quest. Don't look like a dwarf. Look like one of the old men on the surface. I can't find the legendary adamant ore. Hint, hint. Yeah, we'll probably find time to do that later on. I'm trying to think. I know where you get the adamant, but you also need something else. And I'm not sure where you get that from. I don't know. I might look some information up or look around on camera and remind myself of what I'm supposed to do. What's this? What's this here? Sylvan Cave. Okay. So yeah, this is the first time that we have an opportunity to visit the land of the summoned monsters, or the Feymarch, as it is also known. And we will definitely do that. That is purely side quest material, but it is one of the parts of the game that is definitely not something to miss out on. Especially... No, wait, hold on. This is the land. I thought it was. Oh, no. Not messing with monsters in here. So, hold on. No, the Sylvan Cave is another thing. I'm getting all confused here. But yeah, those are both side quest areas, and we can take those on at our leisure. From here on, the underground world map should be pretty much open to us. We can't come and go between the surface and the underground quite yet, but that will come in due time. And I don't really want to mess with side dungeons quite yet. Besides the fact that I can level up more and then have no problems, you know, later on, in theory. And then there's this town here, and I don't remember. I always thought that one was cute. So I don't remember what this place is for. Hi-ho. It's off to work we go. Are there any weapons in here that are worth anything? Middle. What is he currently equipped with? Chain. Ogre. Archer. It's, like I said, it's really not worth equipping anyone but Rosa, Carlos, I guess, with bows. And Rydia is equipped with whip. Okay, let's get him the middle sword, and her the chain. She's probably not going to use it much, but you know, I mean, it's well within our affordability. And if you can get better better weapons, then you should. You know, there's no reason not to. There might be occasions where, oh, he can use claws too, I didn't know that. But yeah, trying to think if it might be worth it to collect smaller swords as throwing fodder. I don't know, that might be, something worth doing at some point. I remember throw being a pretty good damage dealer if you actually bother to use it, which I tend not to. But, you know, we will worry about that some other time. Because now we are heading into the sealed cave. Oh boy. So, store. It's gonna make us use it manually, of course. Just in case you forgot, we need to make sure you remember which item unlocks the door. Give you a hint, it's not a potion. Alright, let's do this. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of nothing. Your stupid cave. And your stupid doors. Alright, so here I'm going to show you why you should be afraid of... Hey, look at treasure. But I don't have a short attention span. I should probably... I shouldn't skimp on the random encounters, really. It's a bad habit. Let's see. What, you know what? When's the last time I used scan? Peep. Weak to fire. Haha. And arrows. Haha. I learned something today. Ouch. Jesus. It's a punch in the gut. Stop doing that. Don't make me set you on fire. Never mind, I'm just kidding. I was gonna set you on fire anyway. Let's use a Cure 1. I'm sure it'll keep him alive good enough. More or less. Let's kill the vampire. Fire. Wasn't really that much. Oh, alright. We'll spend some of the expensive stuff to keep Edge alive, if we must. I don't know if she's weak to fire. Oh, come on. Don't make this difficult. Is he still going to hit her? What are you going to do, Cecil? All confused. See, if I fought every monster that I came across, this Let's Play would take forever. But okay, enough anticipation. We're gonna show you what's up with this door. Yeah, that's right. It's a frickin' random encounter. It's frickin' scary, too. Yeah, that's right. This thing's got frickin' instant kills. And... shit. She doesn't know Reflect yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and come out with it. That is bad news. That is just all around not something... Why did life not work? I think I'm gonna make this quick and because I know he's gonna kill Rosa and I wanna keep people alive. There we go. Ideally what you would like to... Did this do a lot of damage? I seriously need to not get distracted and stuff. That's pretty decent. But yeah, this thing is freaking scary. Because it'll just straight up end you. But yeah, you have a tiny window. Really just very small in which you can actually reflect the... You can tell what guy he's about to hit, and then use reflect on that guy. Oh yeah, and then when you kill him, a monster pops out through the door. He just bursts out through it. She's just like, "Hi, you have to fight me too. Aren't you happy? Aren't you glad?" You can't run from these fights either. Have I mentioned that? Because you can't. I might legitimately wipe here. Have I mentioned that basically every single door in the game is... not in the game, in the entire dungeon is like this? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What level does Rosa learn? I'm dead. I'm... blah, 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 blah. I am just completely wiped out here. I think I need a better approach. Wow, that was, That was less than good. That could have gone better. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Um, I'll tell you what. Uh, let's actually yes to grinding for once. Because we probably should teach her. We probably should teach her wall. What am I looking for here? I want to know how many lives I have and how many cabins I have. Okay, I guess I probably should have stocked up on more on those. But whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, there's just because then a new monster pops out, and then all the guys you brought back to life are gonna just be not happy because then they're gonna get wasted by something that actually deals damage. Are you gonna give me an encounter or not? I swear to God, every time I try to get anywhere, I get 2 encounters a step, and then when I actually want to grind, it's like all the monsters went home. I appear to be in a very volatile mood at the moment. I don't know why. I'm not like pissed off about anything. I'm not even like pissed off at the game or anything. I'm just little manic, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully that is also entertaining. Of course, I don't need to ask. I know that all of my moods are equally entertaining and amusing to witness. But we might not actually get very far as progress during this episode if we want to legitimately grind for a bit. Of course, my healer gets muted because that's awesome. Guys, this is where the game starts to screw with you. What? Let's see. Of course, I don't know what level she learns this shit at. Of course, it's too late to check. This is probably a sign that I actually should step it up and start doing some kind of prep work before I just, start off. Just go off and do stuff. I should actually, stop and think ahead and prepare for what I gotta do, because I didn't, of course I would have ended up grinding anyway, because we did decide early on in this Let's Play that, I'm not gonna cut out that stuff, as long as I find some way to fill the time, it's fine, right? And besides the fact that we actually, I think I've kind of glossed over random encounters, so you can kind of see what it's like on the ground instead of kind of skipping ahead to all the high-impact boss fights and stuff. This is the everyday reality of Final. Jesus, 6 of them. This is like a monster version of a cat lady. Come on, I think once you've got 6 of them, you're overdoing it a little bit. Also, I should probably be doing that healing between fights thing that you usually do that causes people to not die. I'm not at the top of my game today, I think. As much as the constant vampiring thing is annoying, I probably should concentrate my efforts on killing her because she can rain lightning on people, and that's generally bad to have lightning rained on you. Once Cain hits her, I think that she's gonna be done for. He really does a lot of damage. No, not quite. Let's set her on fire, too. This will be in the spirit of experimentation. To see how much fire kills her. Why are bats weak to fire anyway? I guess it's because it's like, I don't know, purifying fire gets rid of the evil, the monstrous evil of the vampire bat. I don't know. I guess it's like, I don't know, sunlight? Light? There is light while you're being set on fire. I mean, that is objectively true. So, jeez. This is a slog of a fight. I mean, 7 enemies on screen at once, and that's just not necessary. But hey, I mean, I reaped the experience points, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. I really don't think that Rosa is going to be of much use offense-wise until quite a bit later in the game. Until she actually learns Holy. I mean, you know, her offensive stats are not going to be keeping up with everyone else's, and the bow and arrows really aren't going to do much. I mean, you saw these things are supposed to be weak to arrows, but it still didn't do that much damage. So let's see. She hasn't learned Wall by the time I finish. You know, by the time we're a ways in, I probably should actually go and look up when she learns it. Just, it's something I'd like to do right now. I generally like to know what level I'm shooting for when I'm grinding, but I have kind of passed up that opportunity when I kind of got into the recording process, so I guess that is on me. Unless I actually go through the process of stitching 2 videos together, which I used to be able to do, but I've run into problems doing that of late. I don't know. I basically have 0 editing abilities, video editing, which may become a hindrance over time. I do intend to fix that at some point, but you know, you can't just go out and download some editing software. Those things tend to cost money. Apparently they either cost money or suck. Or they cost money and suck. That is also an option. So you know, this is what you gotta do. If you're serious about this, you gotta record from consoles, you need an Elgato. You wanna actually edit your videos, you gotta get some recording software. You know, I've already invested in Fraps, which has already paid for itself in spades, although now I'm using OBS, which is actually free and doesn't suck, so that is, you know, kind of a blessing. But for now, I have very, very basic editing tools. Like, I do have something that can stitch together footage, although stitch together two pieces of footage, although I did run into problems the last time I tried to use it. Don't really know why. But I would avoid that if possible, and I'm not just gonna leave you hanging while I go Google shit. That would be highly unprofessional of me, and would be something I would avoid at all costs. I would, if I absolutely had to go look it up, I would stop the recording and I'd find a way to stitch the video files together. But for now, I mean, we can just hold faith that we will get it soon. I think that this is about the point where she learns Wall. I think it's kind of, it's like 50-50 whether you're a little lower than the expected level or a little higher than the expected level that you'll have it. I remember that being the case. Like, when I played it in the past, there were times when I came here and I had it. There were times when I played the game and I came here and I didn't. So I think it's just a matter of whether you bother to stop and grind, which means it can't be more than level 30 at the very highest, and we might actually get it very soon here, you know, her next level if we're lucky. And there's the fact that the American version actually has characters learning spells sooner, which normally I wouldn't be so much in favor of. I mean, I'd rather have the same spell lists as the original design, to be perfectly honest. But if it's gonna save me during a you know, an actual recording, then I'm not gonna complain too much. So there's that. I do wonder if there are better grinding spots than this. You know, when you get to know an RPG intimately, you get a general feel for the risk versus reward ratio when it comes to XP. You know, Final Fantasy V, if you want ability points, there's a spot where you can get that taken care of, in a sense. That's easier than just doing it from fighting whatever enemies you're hanging on in your normal location. In fact, you might, if you were particularly persistent, spend hours and hours and hours grinding up job levels from a bunch of statues. But I don't know anyone who's ever done that. Definitely, that would be a terribly silly and time-consuming thing to do. And I'm sure you guys don't know anyone who has spent long hours grinding to break the game in creative ways, or anything like that. I just learned a spell called Pin. I don't remember what that does. I'm not sure if I've ever been aware of what it does. Pin. It would really benefit this game from actually having descriptions of these spells. Just a short thing, like this one does electric damage, and this one does water damage, and this one does fire damage, and this one pins people? I don't know. I think I tried using it once and it didn't actually do anything. So I think it might inflict a status effect. I think you can see how the the mental processing that leads to that. Hey, I got an idea. Let's... Damn it, never mind. That's what I get for trying to get clever. We do have cabins. I do think as long as I am killing monsters, I will not have any trouble affording cabins. So that is one thing that will not be a concern. Although I really should have just topped up. You know, I'm not spending my gold on anything else. The next time in fact, after this encounter, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Sleep at a cabin, then go back, buy a ton of cabins and a ton of lives. As much as I don't like using items, I have to admit that sometimes using a life is kind of necessary. I mean, if Rose is dead, you're kind of in a bad spot unless you've got an item to use. The game is just kind of designed around the assumption that you will use lives, you know, Phoenix Downs, I guess, in the process of when you really are in a pinch like that. So let's do that. In fact, if we're going to go back to town, we may as well sorry. We may as well just stay at an inn. Yeah. Of course, it's always the way that I've been feeling a tad sick lately, and I've been feeling a lot better today. But as soon as I start recording, my nose starts feeling all stuffy again. Because, you know, of course it would. So that's inconvenient a little bit. I don't know, maybe I should just, like, take a NyQuil before I start recording. Because falling asleep in the middle of recording, that's the best thing to do. But no, I really would. I tend to try and record when I'm at, you know, my physical peak. I physically feel good, and I'm not hungry or feeling stuffy or hold on, let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, whoops. That's probably enough. You know, I'm the one officially in charge of this LP. Maybe I should think of a name change I want to make, you know, just for me. In fact, I should do the typical egotistical thing and name the main character after myself. Let's hold on. Let's the main character. Yes, that's right. Okay, come on. Curses. Well, I will think on that. I'm sure I'll think of something clever that takes only 6 characters, apparently. If only I had picked a name that was 1 character shorter. Oh well, you deal with the character limit you are dealt, I suppose. So, back to the old grind, I suppose. So, mostly I guess this is going to consist of killing a lot of bats. That seems to be what's on our plate right now. A lot of bats. Really a lot of bats. Jin. This, of course, being, the, character limit shortened version of the famous, famous summon whose name I will remember any moment now. Because I wouldn't forget an iconic summon, you know, its name, just right in the middle of playing the game. God, man. Okay, that's more like it. I like this. I like this solution. Probably I should have healed him. Oh well, this should do it. Come on. I said, come on. That's it. Ifrit. Or Ifrit. I don't know. Pretty gained a level. She didn't learn any new spells though. What level is she at? Let me think. When she's gonna... When she is going to start learning, spells that in an alternate universe she learned, at the very beginning of the game. Because, of course, I am of course an unrepentant grinder, in truth. I hate to admit it to you all. I know you've had such faith in me that I've been getting better, but it's true. I did a lot of grinding in that save file. But seriously, it is kind of funny to consider that even this late in the game, all the characters are at a lower level than it's possible to get in the very beginning, if you were persistent about it and are willing to murder people that are in your own party. Obviously, you're willing to murder people in general. I mean, we've seen me murder plenty of people. It's no big deal as long as they're on the left side of the screen. It's just, when they are on the right side of the screen, it tends to be somewhat frowned upon. Maybe this is another one we should use Peep on. If it lives long enough. Oh, see, there is a use for that chain. That's pretty cool. Come on. Although it's probably weak to virus, because everything's weak to virus. Except mad ogres. Jeez. Cecil gained a level. This grinding is really overall gonna benefit, the whole party overall, which is a good reason to avoid just killing them off and letting Rosa absorb the experience, other than the fact that she's not actually capable of taking monsters by herself. So let's go ahead and get into another battle here. What's she at? It's going fairly fast. When you get right down to it, characters level up fairly quickly. The fact that I can get away with skipping a ton of battles is a testament to that. It almost makes me wonder if they kind of expect you to do that. Just like they pretty much expected you to go like, screw these monsters. I don't know. Surprised. Goddamn. Now we're gonna have to go through a whole round of vampiring. You... Jeez. These enemies suck. Thank you. I'll be here all night. But yes, we have at least found a fairly reliable way of... God, that's annoying. It's not even that it's damaging, it's just freaking annoying. We found a fairly good way of taking these guys out, because it does a flat damage amount to all enemies on screen, regardless of how many there are. Which makes this actually kind of a waste, but, you know, whatever. I want to set things on fire, and I'm sure that you do too, deep down. I mean, come on, who doesn't love setting things on fire? Who doesn't love setting bats on fire? Cain gained a level. Now he can do even more ludicrous amounts of damage by falling on things at 50 miles an hour. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure Cain is the one that needs the levels, but, you know, I'm trying to distribute it evenly here. Although he's got a... Jesus Christ, I didn't even notice that. He's got a lead of like 4 levels. 3 levels. He's got a hell of a lead, though. I guess that's just from, I don't know if that was from that one encounter where everyone but him died. Or if it's just the fact that he kind of started out ahead of everyone. I don't know. But he obviously doesn't need the grinding that badly. He really doesn't. Not like everyone else is. And since we are in kind of a grinding session here, and we're not gonna necessarily reach a natural stopping point, I really have to watch the time. I think I will try to paralyze this one. Because I don't want to... I don't want a single episode to be in like 2 hours of grinding. Although there may be 2 hours of grinding, but I would stretch it over multiple episodes. I think that actually it's getting a little bit... I'm not sure we have time to go through this whole cave here, given the grinding that we've got to do, so I think I might try to learn Wall before we finish up this episode, and then I will actually proceed through the cave. We'll proceed through the cave in the next episode, and hopefully having Wall will help me. Although, as you saw before, my characters are still slow, kind of compared to the monster, so that is somewhat worrying. It's slightly, it gives me pause. I swear to God. Frickin' bats and their frickin' vampire queen. You know, even if it costs a ton of MP, I really do want to get life too at some point. Just because it's such a drag to bring a character back to life and then have them immediately get sniped again. How come it's Cecil who always gets hit by that? Jesus, come on. Why won't you die? Let's hold on. That's it. It's time to rain fiery death on you all. I hope he doesn't at least waste items on them, because I do think that can happen. I'm pretty sure that in, I think that they do weaken it a little, but I'm pretty sure in early versions of Final Fantasy, your confused party member actually does just like pick items from their command list at random. I don't know that for certain, but they kind of act like it, although he's mostly using magic, so I don't know. He may not be allowed to use items, although I think I have seen games where that does happen. Maybe not in this one, I'm not sure. To keep everyone topped up, yes, I'll spend a cure on your 28 hit points, because you really need it, Cain. Frickin' Cain. I'm just gonna start hating Cain, cause just because he's so much better than everyone else. He's such a freaking tank. It's like, he doesn't even care. Like, you saw it. Like everyone in the entire party can just get punched to death. But you know, he's not only armored, but he just sits in the back row and just stomps on things. Oh no 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 no! These creatures aren't really that strong, but I am not fighting from the. See, that's exactly why. You just, unless it's a required battle Mylon. Not even gonna bother trying. I'm gonna get it wrong again. Like, if it's a required back attack, then of course you gotta fight it. Otherwise, just no. It's really not worth it. Even if you're trying to get XP, you're gonna use more healing. You're gonna take longer to do it. Just because I keep losing track of my words. Just because you're slower, you go last in back attacks, and it's riskier. Unless you get back attacked by some super rare enemy that's just like an XP pinata, which I don't think that happens in this game. It's not worth it. Just run away. Run away from every back attack, every single one. That's my one complaint with it, is that there's nothing that makes it worth it to go into a back attack. If you want the XP that badly, you can just wait until you get another encounter that's not a back attack. Don't fight back attacks, because your mages are gonna get wrecked. It's gonna be a bad time all around. Just don't do it. Size? Who cares about size? Freaking random spells I don't need. I need wall, come on. Get with the program. You know, I've got this mental image of everyone just kind of glaring at Rosa, being like, learn spells faster. Well, it's not like magic is like working miracles that bend reality or anything. Just learn it. Just, pick up a self-help book and it'll be like, you gotta just learn that shit. Just do it. And then it's like, what's taking so long? I mean, I'm sure that, an ability that actually creates a magical shell that reflects spells back at their caster, actually, redirecting the energy of potent magical spells is not difficult or anything. You just go to night school and they teach you how to do that, like it's like Magic 101 or something. I don't know, I'm just being so rambly today, aren't I? I guess I just gotta fill the space while I'm grinding, huh? It's just the thing. I'm going to give it one more level, and then, I don't want to do like 2 or more episodes of grinding, cause that's gonna get on a bit. I don't know, it's only entertaining for so long, unless this is just gonna be, it's just gonna be my podcast, set to Final Fantasy music in the background. I don't know. I don't have anything to talk about. I guess that's what I was talking about, is I should prepare topics ahead of time. I wasn't sure I didn't expect to have to grind this time. I don't know, if I have to do it next episode, I might prepare some kind of topic. But we will give it one more level. I think, I'm moving at a pace at which, gaining one more level will probably be reasonable. I will be able to do that at a reasonable pace. But more than that, and we're gonna start going past the hour mark, and it's just gonna be not good times. So yeah, we'll see about that. I was really hoping to explore this dungeon this episode, but I did show you the door. I think that you are sufficiently learned about why doors are such bad news now. You probably don't doubt me so much anymore, considering that was basically my first party wipe. I didn't actually die, I kind of gave up, but it was basically my first party wipe against a normal encounter. I came close a couple times, but Kain can kind of tank most things. He can't tank the door. You can't tank instant kills. Especially when they like aim them and they hit you with that shit, and you're just like, you got nothing. You got no defense against the doors. And then a frickin' three-headed fire-breathing monster bursts out of its gaping mouth and just sets you all on fire. It's awful. It's terrible. Is she out of magic? No, that's next. She's got one more. But yeah, traps are a continuing theme in this particular dungeon, and they probably could have done a little bit to change it up a bit. I mean, no spoilers or anything, but there is one regular encounter that is a trap, and it's all the doors are trap doors. That one enemy. It's just it's brutal. Come on, guys. We're doing this specifically to gain Rosa experience. Don't kill the monster while she's dead, or you're all fired. Okay, let's get out of here. Can I get encounters in this area? I actually don't know. I haven't yet, but that could just be coincidence, you know? Let's sleep in our gazebo. I was actually shown an image recently that showed a picture of the cabin in this game. It looked like it was from a manual or something, but it looked exactly like a gazebo, so sorry, but it's official now. I'm calling them gazebos for the rest of this Let's Play. It would be a waste to use magic on these things. They're pretty much powder puffs. Got 1,000 hit points, it's nothing. I don't even know why we're wasting time fighting these guys. They're just that weak. Actually, I should check how much XP they give. I think it's around 1,000 for this one encounter. So that's not too bad. But we'll see. If it's too much less than that, it might not actually be worth it. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. You kind of start, this is kind of a thing that happens when you grind a lot, is you start doing like cost analysis, like, you know, you run into you start hating some encounters, not even because they're hard, but because they're not worth much experience. Like, come on, not these guys again, I want the XP pinatas, you know? Get these guys out of my sight. It's something you didn't really see much when I was grinding Rydia before, because that was entirely off camera. And rightly so, I should add, because that literally was grinding for hours. I don't want to put that on camera, because that would, I want people to watch my stuff, and you can't watch it if you are dead from boredom. I think that, it's not the risk I want to take that anyone might die from being just lulled into the quiet embrace of death as they watch me kill the same monsters for hours and hours and hours. I can do it because I'm a professional at this. I mean, I've been doing this since I was 10, so I've built up that kind of resistance to grinding-based death like that. I have developed a, what's the word, innate resistances. Yeah, that's it. I really hope that she learns Wall now, when she gains this level, because I really don't want to grind too much here. Grinding feels so long when you're doing it on camera, which is something I probably should have foreseen. Where you're just like, come on, game, come on, let's get on with it already. We've got places to be, people to go to, or something like that. We've also got people to be, but usually it's the same person every time. And we're surprised, which means we're gonna go through whole bunch of this vampire animation here. Vampire. Vampire. Can't you guys get any more creative? I mean, it's the same thing every single time, I swear. To be fair, I mean, I use the same thing every single time. It's just that, my approach, rather, even if it is repetitive, is in fact a huge fiery conflagration of death, which I think plays a little bit better, to be honest. You know, I mean, it has shown a higher success rate. I think that is a point in its favor, definitely. Come on, the whole battle halts for like 2 seconds every time you use one of these, and that doesn't sound like very much. It might even just be 1 second. I don't know. But you think about that, like every few dozen of like, you know, we're talking like 5 seconds for every round of combat is just spent looking at this animation. That's like 12 rounds of combat. We've spent like a minute staring at these guys using vampire. I mean, maybe I'm just complaining, but like, it's so time-consuming. It's not even a good-looking animation. Maybe if they didn't use it so much, I don't know. It's annoying. Maybe I don't know if it does stop the game completely. It looks like it does, because I mean, you gotta go through the animation and stuff. How much experience does she have left? It's close. It's pretty close. If we got one of those 6 bat ones, then we could take a pretty good jump. No, 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 no. Again, no. Just not even gonna. Not even gonna. I don't actually know what all of this spell's Edge learns when I think about it. I mean, you know, I know the general gist of it, but when you think about it, I mean, Rydia learns Meteor at level 60, so maybe there are ninja spells that I've just never leveled Edge up enough to learn. And, like, how would I even know? I should actually, like, investigate that at some point. I don't know, maybe, if I do have to grind more, I will investigate that and, talk about my findings when I return. I don't know. I gotta develop some kind of plan here, because I gotta fill the space. I don't know, I guess I haven't run out of things to talk about yet, although mostly it's just whining about, stupid things. Oh, hey, he got a critical. Interesting. Apparently there is a bug that, not to go into it in too much detail, but kind of makes it difficult to get criticals, let's say. Just to keep that simple, relatively simple. Come on. Fire! Fire, fire, fire. Boom. I love seeing 4-digit damage on my enemies. It's such a soothing feeling, you know? Let's heal up. We got a lot of MP left. And that's another thing, is I have to fill the... I gotta think of something, maybe like hum a song while I'm healing. I don't know. I'm sure that my, my solo, you know, humming by myself probably wouldn't be that appealing. But, come on. Don't waste my time with this crap. Jesus. This is why back attacks suck. Now we gotta do this thing again. See, this is why it's not worth it. I should spend 3 times as much MP for, like, 50% more healing. Whatever. Come on, we're getting close here to the level 30. Really, honestly, earnestly, definitely, certainly hoping that that is the level at which we're going to learn Wall. And then we can finally just get on with this. Because this has been a decidedly uneventful episode. So I guess this will be an interesting experiment to see if there's any entertainment value whatsoever to be held in, like, honest to God grinding on camera, because I really don't know. I have my doubts, but this was what was decided. You know, we can call this, it's you know, my early entry into LPing RPGs. This is important data, you know. You get experience and you do better next time. Fast. Alright, so I'm just gonna get, my plan here is just to get right back into recording, so if this was horribly dull, I'm afraid you're gonna see more of the same in the next episode, but I don't know. Maybe my commentary has provided some measure of entertainment beyond just watching me kill the same 3 or 4 encounters for the last hour or so. I guess we'll see. I will actually spend a few minutes looking for something to talk about while I do this, rather than just going off the cuff. I might have something a little bit more interesting to discuss, so I will get back to you with that pretty soon. So I will see you there.